What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's out of answers? What's it like?
Well, I'm all for...
Hey everyone, and thank you so much for coming back to my channel. So as you can see, I'm currently reading a book. Sorry, didn't want to interrupt myself there. It's a book that I got from my gran a couple months ago, and it's a Christmas is Around the World book. So it kind of has little traditions and stuff in it. So it's really fascinating. So I kind of maybe got distracted reading that. Anyway, this is part 2 of my Christmas decorate for 2022. I'm so excited to share it with you. Now, I did post part 1 yesterday. So if you haven't seen that, you can pause this video, go and watch that first, and then come back to this one. But it doesn't really matter in what order you watch them. You can watch this first and then head over and watch that if you want to. So in part 1, I decorated my main tree in my living room as well as the rest of the living room, popped my outside door mat, which I'm so excited about, put that out, did my kitchen. So that was all done in part 1. So part 2, we're going to focus on obviously the mini tree at the top of the stairs. We're going to do my bedroom, the kids' bedroom, and a couple other tiny little things around the house actually. So I was going to show you at the end sort of a clip of the outside of my house, but I've still not got around to putting the lights up around the door because it's something my husband needs to help me do, and he's been on shift work, so he's going to try and do it today for me. So I will maybe post like a wee short clip of my house outside of the house on my channel, but either that or I could post it on my Instagram. If you're not following me, make sure you are. It's Stacy Rebecca YT. It's a new one I created sort of just as I got back into YouTube again this year. Anyway, sidetracked. We are decorating the tree at the top of the stairs. This tree is so ugly when you look at it like that. It's so done. I've had it for about 8 years. I bought it when my husband and I lived in London, and so I didn't want to get rid of it. I'm a bit sentimental like that. It was important to me back then to have that, and obviously I bought it myself, so I just kind of wanted to... I've always just decorated at the top of my stairs. I think eventually I would like to get like a taller one, maybe not quite a big fat one, but like a tall, thinner one at the top of the stairs. But for now, we're going to make this one work and decorate my little table setting there. And then we'll head into the kids' bedroom, my bedroom, put some lights up in my little boy's room, and then a couple of little bits, and that's us done. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch up in a little bit.
Thing from the chimney, I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Oh, whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas, I only wanna be close to you.
So this tree is a really personal tree. This is a tree that I let my kids hang their homemade decorations on. I've got the Christmas baubles that I've had for years. I've got some parts of a wreath that my sister made my mum that she gave to me as well. So there's like sentiment behind this tree. So it's not just like random ugly decorations. It's kind of... It doesn't really have a theme, it's just my personal tree, and I like being able to put something where my kids can decorate stuff, and it's like, oh, I'm going to go and hang it on our tree at the top of the stairs. So that's kind of what this tree is. There's not really any rhyme or reason behind anything, it's a fun personal tree, and I think it looks cute at the top of the stairs, especially when it's all lit up. The kids really like being able to hang their decorations on there as well. So we know we've got some more to do this year, so hopefully that'll be able to add to that by the end of this Christmas this year. So obviously I'm going to decorate it now. I'm going to put my little Santa there, a little Santa on skis that my mum gave me. I have a little joy sign that I had, and then there's my snow globe there as well. And then obviously I'll put my countdown just in front of that tree, and then that is that area pretty much done.
My boy, now don't you act so coy. Let us go and fill all the little children children's hearts with joy. Rudolph, my dear, you know the forecast ain't clear. So will you please light the way and lead old Santa sleigh? Yeah, lead old Santa sleigh. Come on and lead old Santa sleigh. Hey, let's do it one more time, one more time. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody help me now. Hold on, I got one more. Rudolph, pretty please, don't be such a tease. Let's have some fun and go make this a Merry Christmas for everyone.
So into my kids' room, I am going to hang some lights on their window. Last year I had these ones all hung down, but they were awful and they got tangled and they fell down. So this year I've just kind of gone for some basic lights that go around the tree. I've actually put it onto the wall because I open the window often. Every time I opened it, they fell off and so on. So I have put those lights up. I only put a couple of sort of stickers at the bottom of the window, which you'll see shortly. But if you can see in the bottom right of my window there, I have one of those little moisture pot things that you can collect moisture in. This window gets really bad condensation. I've tried everything, but it just seems to be that way, so I have to go in and dry it most days. So stickers generally fall off, so I don't want to cover the window in like snowflake stickers like I did in the downstairs window. So I've just kind of made it look a little bit pretty, added a couple of things and done the window. And then I have a little tree that sits on top of their kitchen there. It's just a really fun one. It's a bit random, but it's got my shredded tinsel and it's got some green and blue and pink baubles for the boy and girl in that room. Obviously I've got the little advent tree there, and then there's just a couple of little bits that I place in there before I change their bedding, and that is pretty much their room. I mean, I'd love to do so much more, but I just don't have the money or the space for it. So I like to make sure that they're happy and they have enough Christmassy to make them feel happy and excited, and they love it and they're really happy with their room this year. So I mean, maybe over the next few years I'll be able to sort of add to it, but I think I also make it just right for them and not enough to sort of distract them and make them play with it all. And do you know what I'm trying to say? Anyway, yeah, this is their room.
Ooh, making plans, what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you, 'cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh, 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 ooh. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. Loving so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh.
Okay, so the lights in my bedroom are actually the same ones that I bought for the downstairs window, the battery operated ones, and they have basically just... So I turned them on, they were working, then I decided to thread them all around the window. Obviously it took me, I cut it a little bit, but it did take me a while to figure it out. And then I went to turn them on and they didn't turn on, and I looked so dramatic. But I was tired, I was frustrated, they'd switched on, now they're not switching on. I just didn't understand. And so I kind of gave up on this window, and eventually I found like some other lights in my cupboard, just ones that kind of go over the top. It doesn't really, it's not as big and bold as this light selection here, but I made it work. So I was really frustrated because I'd obviously spent time and effort untangling it all, and it just it didn't work and it annoyed me. So we move on. I go into my bed and put my bed covers on that my mother-in-law gave me about 4 years ago now. Oh yeah, Christmas at my head. Yeah, my mother-in-law gave me this bedding a couple of years, I don't know, like 3-4 years ago now, and I love it. So this is what goes on. A couple of little things in my room. Obviously my little boy is still next to us in the room, so he just has his little blue sheet in his bed, and obviously doesn't have any stuffed toys when he's sleeping, but that sort of elephant's his favourite for when he's lying there. But anyway, yeah, we're going to decorate my room, and then we're going to crack on with the rest.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love there's always a way. And oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace, and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace, and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas.
So obviously my little boy's still not sleeping in this room, so I just popped some lights up around his window there, more for the effect of when they're all switched on at the outside so you can see them. That was kind of why I put them in there, and obviously everything else is just storage in there. And then I hung up my daughter's little homemade paper chain there that she made years ago, and a couple little things in the hallway there. And then I head into the bathroom, pop some of my special Christmas soap into my Santa dispenser, and then that is us pretty much done. So obviously I'm going to show you all now, but I really hope that you enjoyed. I hope it's given you some nice Christmas inspiration, whether you've watched this while you're decorating, or you've popped me on a playlist to watch later, or you've just enjoyed the music. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. Christmas is honestly my most favourite time of the year. I love making my family happy with all the Christmas stuff, my kids especially, and my husband just tolerates me at this point. But I just love it. I mean, it's been such a rubbish couple of years that if I want to decorate at the start of November, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And it makes me happy, it makes my kids happy, and that's all that matters. So I really hope that you've enjoyed. I hope that you've taken some inspo from this video and that you've just enjoyed it. So if you have, make sure you leave me a comment down below, give me a thumbs up. Look forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye.